this in. And we might have the better weather conditions. Who'd have thought? Based on the way this started. Here's Alouettes trying to get outside. And speed swindle. Came down. Ball came out. And is it Ticat football?
I think Rico Murray had a shot at it. Not sure if he got last to touch as it went out of bounds.
It is Hamilton football. There'll be one flag to sort out. But I believe that was going against Montreal.
Like Rico Murray touched it with his hands. Look at number 0 at the top of your screen there. It looked like it hit his
holding
arm,
Montreal.
then his
number
knee.
0. That penalty will be declined. This play results in a turnover. First down, Hamilton.
So Emmanuel Davis forces the fumble. Rico Murray last to touch it. Bo Bowling a holding call that doesn't matter. And the Ticats take over as the turnovers now are even at 3 apiece. Boy, Rico Murray has been just the Swiss Army knife for that Ticat defense. He's played so many positions. Back at Sam linebacker this week and helping create a turnover for the Ticats. And here goes under pressure, and that pass incomplete.
Shea Emery had a shot at it. And it dropped back from the middle linebacker spot. He stepped up in there, and again, it looked like the receiver just became DB for a split second. Emery's always looking like he's going to blitz. And this time he just backs out of there, drops underneath it. Andrea Jones plays DB.
Ticats are now 0 for 6, second and 7 or more, second and 10, and that pass was sailing past Fantuz as he came out of his break.
Montreal will bring down their safety, all-star safety Mike Edom, and just to add another person to that box, and maybe have Henry Burris throw the football a little bit quicker than he would like to. Now C.J. Gable's going to step out and try and help out on the block. He ends up picking up Edom nicely, but a little bit of a rush throw from Burris when he saw the safety down low like that.
So Kanji back on the field, this from 29 yards out. Trying to give the Ticats their first points and their first lead. And he's got it through. So after the turnover, Ticats put 3 on the board, and they have the lead. Sack tally brought to you by Purolator, tackling hunger across Canada. Check, and the high-powered pressure defense of the Alouettes without a sack today.
Without one today so far, but second in the league during the regular season, led the league in takeaways during the regular season.
As the start at the 35. Ticats showing blitz. Hand off to Sutton, and he just gets tripped up, and Eric Norwood will make the stop, and a short 2-yard gain for Terrell Sutton.
Yeah, run blitz really, Chris, is what it is. And on first down with 74 yards from Sutton in the first half, go ahead and run it and freeze it right after the start. Go ahead, guys. Now hold it there. See, gap cancellation, gap cancellation. You get everybody in that run blitz, all the gaps are canceled, makes it tougher on 37.
Second and 8. Time for Smith, and he's got a completion. Bo Bowling, ball let loose, and the Ticats have another fumble recovery. Evan McCullough comes up with the football. Courtney Stephen, the rookie safety, dislodges the football from the hands of Bo Bowling.
Second round pick, 8th overall in the 2012 draft, and Kent Austin told us yesterday that Courtney Stephen has been just a pleasure to coach, that he continues to learn, gets better every week, has become an all-star caliber type player. He gets the strip right there. Another great athlete coming out of Brampton, Ontario.
Both starting safeties from that fine city. Mike Edom as well.
I can tell by your enthusiasm you know a little bit about that city.
It's about time there were some athletes. Here's Burris and somehow got it away, and Ellingson does make the catch. With Brouillette all over him, Burris had Shea Emery all over him. And now they're ruling incomplete, so Ellingson unable to secure the football, but Burris did well to avoid the sack.
Well, risky that Burris would even try and throw that. He had Shea Emery, and you're right, I believe it was Michael Cash on him as well. Emery's off the edge, and he's clean. You can see Michael Cash got there late. That's a risky throw. A lot of Alouettes in the area.
Another second and long. Ken Austin talked about staying out of this today, and they haven't been able to avoid it. And they are not able to complete the pass to Fantus, and now 0 for 8, 2nd and 7+ in this game.
This is why Chip Cox going to get a lot of votes for outstanding defensive player in the Canadian Football League. It's because of his versatility. We've seen him many, many times rush the quarterback. He sacked Henry Burris in 3 games in the regular season 6 times. Had 12 total on the season, but he also drops back in coverage.
That time they sent Gerald Brown. Bartel had to hurry back. Billy Parker made contact with the punter. No flag. And Bartel discussing it briefly with Al Bradbury. 40-yard punt. Alouette football when we come back.
Talked about Chip Cox and his versatility, and on that last play, the reason that he's on the bench now resting with his offense out there. He's to the right of your screen, as I mentioned. And yes, he blitzes, and yes, he can get that sack, but he can also do this. And he uses just blanket coverage on Andy Fantus on that 2nd down play. Force Hamilton to give the ball back to Montreal.
Alouettes start on their own 19-yard line. Noel Sutton right side. And he gets stacked up. Short gain. Back-to-back turnovers on second-half possessions for the Alouettes. 59 turnovers during the regular season.
Yeah.
One of the reasons they finished below 500.
Well, in our conversation with Troy Smith yesterday, he wanted to tell us and talk to us about his mother, Tracy Smith, who he says is watching film all the time, watching his games, and saying to him on a regular basis, be careful with the turnovers, son. And he's only got 1 pick tonight. The others have been fumbles.
2nd down. He's got Bowling right up the football. So a fumble on his last touch, and Bowling may have been thinking about that, and drops a ball that should have been caught for a 1st down.
Yeah, and this is not on Troy Smith. I mentioned 1 interception from him, and that was when Emmanuel Davis fought for the football and won it. Almost really not a bad decision by him. Now, Bowling's running this crossing route is wide open. There's pressure all over Troy Smith. He's composed with that pressure, no problem, and hits him right in the 0. Guy, come up with that, son.
2 kickers. Well, Dale's averaging 23 yards. Bartel averaged 27 yards in punts against the wind in the opening half. A little bit better. And a bounce to the side, scooped up by Banks. And Banks is out at around the 32-yard line. So once again, short field with the wind for the Ticats. And that was actually just a 22-yarder.
Jim Popsky's got to have his team eliminate some mistakes. And turnover ratio is always one of the most important stats in football. Giveaway takeaways. Arlen Bruce. Now that's a takeaway by the Hamilton defense. A strip there by Courtney Stephen.
Well, he was lamenting the fact yesterday they led the league in takeaways on defense, and they were still -3 in giveaway takeaway. Just gave it away too many times. Dan Lefevre will start this series. On a roll. Quarterback option. Dan Lefevre down to the 28. Has about 4.
Hamilton has done a couple of things to try and help with Chip Cox, and you know that they were going to spend some extra attention trying to track one of the top defensive players in the game in 2013 in this one this afternoon. And he led the league in tackles, we mentioned off the top, with 115. Enoch Mwamba at number 2 spot for Winnipeg at 106. And the Hamilton Tiger Cats have done some different things. They brought in receivers to block them. Cox has still made a few plays, but not in the backfield as he normally does.
2nd and 7, pressure off the edge. Burris, the pass incomplete. Again intended for Fantus.
It's a good example right there. This time it's on Rhea Jones that they're going to bring in, try and block up. Now the play's not successful. What you see right here, this is the receiver that the Hamilton Tiger Cats will try to bring into the formation to help off the edge to block number 11. Now, Rhea Jones doesn't get much of them.
7 straight incompletions for Henry Burris. And Luka Kanji back on. Played his 100th game last week. Hit on his last attempt, and Kanji's got another. Lines that one through. And the lead is now 6-2. Sarah Orleski will have a report on Anthony Calvillo when we come back to Guelph in this Eastern semifinal. Just short of 80,000 passing yards and 3 Grey Cup championships for Anthony Calvillo, 2009 and 10, after his first at Commonwealth Stadium back in 2002. And with more on AC, here's Sarah.
Thanks so much, Chris. It's odd to see an Alouettes playoff game and not have Anthony Calvillo in as quarterback. He told me it was really important for him to be here, though, even though his season is done. He said that everybody has to contribute right now. And for him right now, providing moral support is the only thing that he can do. He also spoke to the team earlier this week. He said it was a very short message to them after one of the practices. It was just play every play as if it could be your last. You never know how much longer you'll have. Do not take anything for granted. And when Bo Bowling came off after their last offensive possession, AC was over there right away. He was speaking to him, so he's providing support to guys here on the sidelines, doing what he can to try to get them to get this victory today.
Well, he's got his game face on, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's and becoming more animated as the game goes on. A big play to S.J. Green to get the ball near midfield.
Well, you got to think of the job that Jim Pop has done to possibly find the next one. It's been a long time. AC has been the starting quarterback of this football team.
Double tight ends on the short. Gain by Sutton to midfield with a flag down. Anthony Calvillo actually is, or will be, the leading passer for the Alouettes in 2013 by a short margin, despite only playing 7 games.
Major foul, face mask, Hamilton, number 21, 15 yards at the end of the play, first down.
Big penalty against Simone Lawrence. And the ball down to the Hamilton 40, first down Montreal.
Said it was right at the end of the play. So Simone Lawrence has got to just calm himself down. Was that Evan McCullough? He's got some playoff experience in that huddle.
McCullough, part of the Grey Cup championship team in Toronto last year. They load up, and Sutton able to run against that blitzing defense, and there's another first down.
But you think of the job that Jim Pop has done, Chris, this year, because it's been a long, long time that he's had to juggle his quarterbacks and find out who the next one could be. He thinks, I think a lot of people think, I certainly think, that guy is Troy Smith. He looks outstanding. His composure, excellent. He's got that humility and the desire to learn that is crucial. But it was 1998 the last time the Alouettes had to think about quarterbacks, and that's when Google was founded. That's how long ago that was.
Smith on a roll, looking downfield for Carter. Jerome Carter has it at the goal line, and are they going to mark him in or not? They'll talk about it. Is it a touchdown? It is. Derod Carter has another big play. And his first catch of the playoffs is a touchdown.
His interview at halftime, Troy Smith said it's got to be a tight spot when you're throwing into a wind like this, that the wind wasn't a problem, it was just different. Throw a tight spiral, you get it done. That one is real tight. Look at that, just to the outside shoulder, and what a catch by Derod Carter. One hand to start with, pulls it in, and then extends the football across the goal line.
See that reach across the plane to make sure it was in. So Derod Carter, who had 5 touchdown catches in 11 regular season games, has another from Troy Smith. And that's been Alouette football in the second half of the year with Troy Smith, that deep throw. Still waiting for confirmation from the command center.
All scoring plays will be reviewed, of course, so this one is no different. And did he cross the plane with the football?
There's that reach. Hard to tell, but officials were right down the goal line. They talked about it before the signal was made. And this is the best look at it.
Better look here.
Is that enough? Looks like it is.
Montreal, break up. We go in there. Can't nobody stop us. We got it. It's all us. The old Montreal Alouettes are back, baby. Let's go.
And the touchdown has been confirmed.
I'm trying to decide which was better, the throw or the catch.
And now wait as they take time off the clock here, even on the convert, to burn a little of the wind advantage time for the Tiger Cats. Montreal is back in front with the first major score of the afternoon.
This is all part of the coordination of the offense, too, by Doug Barry to get Derod Carter away from Delvin Breaux, who's the short side corner. He puts Carter up here. He runs the corner route from the top, getting a different matchup. Delvin Breaux has done a nice job when he's been matched up one-on-one on the great young receiver in Carter. He gets a matchup on Rico Murray on the wide side of the field and runs that corner.
And although the coverage was pretty good, we've seen Carter make those catches in tight coverage this season.
Well, Rico Murray is a little shorter than Delvin Breaux as well, so you get a bit of a height difference. At Derod Carter at 6'5" against Murray at 5'11". Is a little bit better height matchup than against Delvin Breaux, who's at 6'2". But that throw, tight spiral to just the outside shoulder for only Carter to get to it.
First points against the win of the game and the first major score. Passing kick to one of the young men, and that is Arnaud Gascon-Nadeau. That's a couple of kick returns for the Laval product this year. So this puts a little added pressure on the Tiger Cats with 4:05 remaining with the wind in the third quarter.
I'm a Hamilton Tiger Cat fan. I think I'd like to see a little more C.J. Gable involved in the offense here. Touched the ball 2 times in the backfield for -6 yards so far.
And good as the receiver releases here. Harris has Shugera with the catch close to midfield. He's brought down and helped up by Chip Cox.
I'm sorry, Chris, but C.J. Gable has struggled against Montreal. I understand that. It's one of the reasons I'm sure Kent Austin is looking to look at other areas to try and beat this Montreal defense. You can see the difference against Montreal, the average down at 4.0 against the rest of the teams in the league, 9.8 the rest of the season. So it has been tough running against this Montreal defense.
Said it was a source of frustration. Blitz coming. Harris has time. Grant the catch, close to a first down. See where they spot the football.
And you're right, Ken Austin's his idea here to try and get Gable the ball is to release him, get him out of the backfield instead of handing them football against this blitz-happy defense. try and release him. Now it depends on, though, will Henry Burr see him or Dan Lefevre, depending on who's playing at quarterback at the time.
Believe there'd be some matchup advantages with Gable today. It is short by just under a yard.
Third down. Ball inside. Thank you. There we go. Go over top. Yep.
But as Hank mentioned yesterday to us, when they vacate an area, we've got to get a guy into that, and in a lot of cases it should be C.J. Gable.
Well, and at times Montreal will show the blitz. They'll put 8 or 9 on the line of scrimmage, and then 2 or 3 of them will bail out. They'll drop late after the ball is snapped, and that there is a chance offensively to take advantage of that. Throw it to the back